And we'll have details as KSEE 24 Midday starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News Midday.
Coming up on KSEE Midday, accusations from the Fresno Teachers Association could turn into a legal battle.
Plus, some people in Fresno gathering to watch the first Republican primary debate. Let you know what one of them had to say about it. Hello, welcome to KSEE 24 Midday. I'm Brody Logan.
And I'm Taryn Mitchell. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, new at midday, shortly after 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, Merced police arrested Fred Ochoa.
Ochoa had outstanding warrant out of Stanislaus County for attempted homicide.
When officers finally located Ochoa, there were several unsecured firearms found inside his home. Officers also identifying Frankie Camacho inside of the home, who also had an outstanding warrant for domestic violence.
Ochoa was booked into the Merced County Jail for his Stanislaus County warrant for firearms-related charges and for child endangerment. Camacho was arrested and booked into Merced County Jail for his warrant. Shots fired at Fashion Fair Mall as the mall was closing after a verbal confrontation. Police say there were two groups outside the mall in the parking lot. Just as the mall was starting to close, we're told from what they gathered from surveillance video, two of those people got into a verbal fight. One of them pulled out a gun, shot toward the other group. Investigators say surveillance video shows a car was shot at and then both groups drive off. Listen to what police had to say about this.
Both of our groups dispersed. We are working with several citizens and trying to figure out what they saw and what they observed in order to try to identify our suspects.
Police say they are not sure why the group was arguing. They did find the gun that was used in a nearby trash can along with one bullet casing. They're also working on gathering more information on how many shots were fired. Right now, they don't have a description of any kind of suspect vehicle. They did take one person into custody for questioning, but no one has been arrested.
Well, the driver who slammed into a Clovis home, causing it to burst into flames, remains on the loose. It all happened in the area of Holland and Winery Tuesday evening. Well, the homeowner says her two daughters were asleep in the room when this crash happened. Police say the driver ran away, but his female passenger was arrested for public intoxication. The family says they lost almost everything inside their garage, including their daughter's booster seats. If you would like to help this family out, we do have a link for their GoFundMe on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
The Fresno City Council is planning a proposal at today's meeting looking to create stricter regulations regarding licensing and operation requirements for labs.
Well, this proposal comes weeks after a lab that was once operated in Fresno was discovered to be illegally operating in Reedley.
Fresno City Council members Gary Bredefeld, Miguel Arias, and Nelson Esparza have been working together to prevent future illegal labs in the city.
It is our responsibility to react to situations like the discovery of this lab in our home county accordingly.
If the new ordinance is passed, new requirements will be put in place for those wanting to operate an infectious disease lab within city limits. Now, businesses within 1,000 feet of new labs will be notified before the lab begins operations. Some of the other requirements will include obtaining proper local, state, and federal licensing. There will also be penalties if this ordinance does pass and business owners fail to abide by its requirements. With a teacher strike looming for the third largest school district in the state.
The Fresno Teachers Association is now accusing the Fresno Unified District of unfair practices that could turn into a protracted legal battle.
That's right. Our Catherine Phillips went to the FTA headquarters, learning that one of those accusations focuses on how the district handles students learning English as a second language.
The 2023 to 2024 school year is just getting started, but there's already another issue brewing between the Fresno Teachers Association and the Fresno Unified School District. The FTA filing an unfair practice charge over how class time is spent teaching students who are learning the English language in the 7th through 12th grade.
What this policy does is that in a regular mainstream English class, the teacher has to take 5 or however many EL students are in that class of the 35, 36 that are in there, pull them aside for 20 minutes every class period.
The FTA president says instead the students should have a specialized English learners class, which he says is the norm throughout the rest of the state.
It dilutes both the instruction for the EL students and for the native speaker students, and so the quality of instruction goes down. It doubles the workload for the teacher.
However, Fresno Unified Communications Director Nikki Henry says this setup is ideal as it lets those students take another elective in its place. She adds it's not entirely new for this school year, but a review from a federal board caused them to re-strengthen the program, which in turn put it on the FTA radar.
This is a very normal part of instruction, is being able to personalize instruction.
Henry also says it's hard to ignore the possible teacher strike on the horizon.
This could be part of FTA's playbook on how they want to get us to an agreement.
Catherine Phillips, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Well, in Fresno, local Republicans all gathered together to watch the very first GOP debate.
Here's what one of them thought about the candidates.
They were all performed pretty well, but I still thought that Vivek Ramaswamy did the best. His presentation, but particularly his stance on foreign policy about, we give so much money to these other countries without taking care of our own.
8 other declared Republican candidates were not invited to the debate because they failed to meet the GOP's donor or polling thresholds. Also, former President Trump notably was not in that debate. Coming up on KSEE Midday.
Everyone's favorite bulldog was out greeting the new students of Fresno State.
And our warming trend continues in the Central Valley. First, your 40-allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Quinopods are the top pollens, and we're in the medium high range through Sunday. I'll show you how close we'll get to triple digits as KSEE Midday continues.
After my car medical by that van, I had so many injuries and medical bills.
If you've been in an accident and suffered a serious injury, you need to get an attorney that will help you get what you deserve.
BD&J won a $12.5 million settlement for me.
Call BD&J.
Hey, what's up, Dad? Hey, what's going on? I just got put on scholarship right now.
All your hard work paid off.
Yeah, my dad doesn't have to pay for school and stuff anymore.
With the pride of the Valley, we rise together. Boldly driven by our mission to elevate the minds of the next generation. We create championship experiences for student athletes through community donations. Contributions to the Bulldog Foundation help students succeed. Get involved. Donate today.
Our exclusive report from Alaska. As tensions rise with Russia and China in the air, is the threat level increasing? This is part of our continued reporting on how the military is defending the North.
Now extended through August 31st. Get a rate as low as 4.89% APR on new car and truck loans. Or refinance your higher rate loan from another lender. Apply online today at myeecu.org.
At Bergen's Re Lawyers, we've won clients 20, 50, even 100 times. Get Berg.
Getting older doesn't have to mean giving up your independence. When it's time to trade in your ride, go for something reliable, like a Golden Technologies Power Mobility scooter. Continue to feel the wind on your face and the road under your wheels with a brand you can trust and service you can rely on. Proving the way you walk, move, sit, and sleep.
With Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to Zelle.
Smooth. Do you, Fargo? You can with Wells Fargo.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Whole House Fan Company Central Valley. Now, forecaster Ruben Contreras with your local weather authority forecast.
And our temperatures are warming up fast this midday, getting close to the 90s in Fresno at 88 degrees. We have 70s along the coast where the marine layers are already gone. It's fairly shallow as high pressure builds over the west coast. 99 in Palm Springs and 87 for Sacramento. Most of the Central Valley, upper 80s, 89 in Madera, 85 in Visalia, and 88 for Madera this midday. And obviously it is warmer out there by several degrees compared to this time yesterday. But for the most part, our highs will be about the same, if not maybe just a degree or two warmer. And then we start to cool off tomorrow. Matter of fact, it's cooler along the coast. There's some shallow marine layer that wants to come into the Central Valley and help us over our temperatures, which it will for tomorrow into the first half of the weekend. Dew points are much lower compared to the last several days, upper 50s in Merced and then low 60s for the rest of the valley. Of course, we had several afternoons last week into the weekend with what was once Hurricane Hillary with those dew points at or close to 70 degrees. So even though we've got some clouds out there, just might feel still a little humid, but nothing compared to what we had to deal with last week. Outside our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino, this one outside of Kauai Health in Visalia. Looking off to the northeast, you see those clouds coming in, and they're going to stick around from time to time for today. We'll see a little bit more of that cloud cover in the foothills and the Sierra. This is a live picture from Lake Kauai, thanks to Sequoia Parks Conservancy webcam up there in the foothills of Tulare County. Futurecast shows that ridge of high pressure, mainly over the Four Corners region and Texas, building over towards California, not necessarily parking over California, because we keep getting these troughs, these low pressure systems to the north that are trying to keep it away from us, not succeeding entirely. If the trough would dig into California, we would be well below average, but we're pretty close to average over the next several days as that ridge starts to build over us. Temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, and of course it's going to drag up a little bit of the monsoon today. We're already seeing that with the cloud cover throughout the valley. An isolated shower of storms possible at the highest terrain later on this afternoon, this evening, but that's about it though. Then look what happens on the coast this weekend. The marine layer starts to return, and it lingers into the mid-morning or even the early afternoon in some locations. So that's cool air. That's going to help us out for our temperatures as we move forward for the rest of the weekend, at least through Saturday. And we're going to have plenty of sunshine for the entire weekend as that drier flow of air returns, keeping the cloud cover and the monsoon away from us. 99 our forecast high, average in the 98, 96 is the average, but we were 98 yesterday, so we're a little bit warmer, and today's record is 112. South Valley temperatures for today, 96 in Pixley, 98 in Kelderman City, 99 in Lemoore, a spot or two in the west side of the valley, Huron, 5 Point San Joaquin at 100. We even have 90s though today in the foothills for Aubrey, Oakhurst, and Mariposa, 97 in Dos Palos, and 97 for Merced this afternoon. Temperatures are going to be cooler tonight because of clear skies, still kind of mild though, mid to upper 60s, and of course when it gets hot, air quality tends to get worse, so it is unhealthy for sensitive groups, Fresno County southward. Your Chansey getaway forecast shows much better than last weekend. We're not dealing with any rain or thunderstorms like what we had with Hillary. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s in Reno and Lake Tahoe with mostly sunny skies, some fog and cloud cover in San Francisco. With temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Southern California, some fog and cloud cover in the morning for LA and San Diego. Mostly sunny skies in the afternoon with temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. And then Palm Springs, the normal heat is back, close to 110 the entire weekend. Las Vegas close to 105, but obviously not expecting any severe storms. 7-day forecast shows 96 tomorrow, a little bit cooler, and we're on average for this time of year. And then upper 90s as we move forward into Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday. One of those days we might make it to 100, but this is typical August heat for late summer in Central California. Your regional forecast always available online any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Well, Victor E. Bulldog IV spent his Wednesday greeting the new students. They got a chance to pose for some pictures.
Technically, he is also an incoming freshman because he took over the mascot duties back in November.
So once campus started buzzing about last week, he got really excited. This is his first start to the fall semester. Last year he came in towards the end of the fall, so he's experiencing this all for the first time.
Well,
I like the thought that Victor E. is introducing himself to his fellow freshmen like some sort of nobility from a prep school. Hello, I'm Victor E. Bulldog IV.
I mean, but look how cute he is.
He's adorable.
I feel like he's a star. He truly is. Well, his handlers say there will be more photo opportunities with him if you missed out all throughout the semester, so no worries. And he's come here to the station, and every time I've missed him. So
look at that face.
He's really cute.
It's an adorable face. Yeah. Little pup. Excited for the season for Fresno State. A lot of change on the field. It's going to be interesting.
I'm going to have to go check out some games for the first time, too.
You should. It's a good time.
It really is. Coming up on KSEE Midday.
The Fresno Fair coming to town. That means new jobs come with it. Do you want to learn how to dip corn dogs or make a funnel cake? Well, we got the fair for you. Not the fair, the job fair.
You should be the announcer.
Hey!
This is KSEE 24 Midday with Taryn Mitchell, Brody Logan, and the certified most accurate forecast with forecaster Ruben Contreras, your local weather authority. KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Play with the best. At Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino, we don't just offer fun, we offer the best. Yes, more than in the Central Valley. Chukchansi.
Latino hate crimes went up 700%. She's banging on the door with a hammer.
She traumatized my whole family.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KSEE 24.
United Health Centers has partnered with Kings County Public Health to offer you and your family COVID-19 testing, vaccines, and antiviral medication treatments. Our team of healthcare professionals are ready to provide you with quality healthcare at our Corcoran, Lemoore, and Hanford Health Centers. Protect your family and stay healthy. Call us today at 1-800-492-4227. 1-800-492-4227. United Health Centers. Wellness for a lifetime.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a constant vaccine driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
It's Quality Furniture's Labor Day sale going on right now. We have this beautiful bedroom set, all solid wood, that's available in queen or king size with the matching dresser, mirror, and nightstand, all for $39 a month. We have this beautiful sofa love seat with 4 power recliners and a high-density foam on the cushions and USB port to charge your cell phone, on sale for $29 a month. We have 5 years with no interest and no money down. With good credit, bad credit, or no credit, we have many programs to help you get qualified in our 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
After I was injured by a truck driver, I had high medical bills and a ton of worries.
If you've been in an accident and suffered a serious injury, you need to get an attorney that will help you get what you deserve.
BD&J got a $28 million settlement for me.
Call BD&J.
Do you need help with Medicare cost? The Medicare Improvements for Patient and Provider Act offers low-income seniors and persons with disabilities assistance with their Medicare costs. Medicare Part D Extra Help for Low-Income Subsidy helps pay for the Part D premiums and reduces the cost of prescriptions at the pharmacy. For more information, visit valleycrc.org or call HICAP at 559-224-9117 to see if you qualify.
All the snow from our wet winter led to an incredible ski season over at Mammoth Mountain. The resort is already announcing its opening day. It is slated for Friday, November 10th. That's less than 80 days away, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Did that pause make you think it was this Friday? That's what I was trying to do.
No, I actually got, no, it did. I thought you did a great job reading that, but I got super depressed to see 80 days. What is that?
80 days?
How many months?
What?
Almost, what, 3 months?
Almost.
Oh, hello. Okay, so if you're looking for work, the Big Fresno Fair has nearly 400 positions that need to be filled. That includes ticket sellers, parking attendants, and maintenance staff. Well, if you'd like to apply, there's a job fair later today from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Brody's doing a funny motion like for a corn dog. It's going to be at the building at the fairgrounds, but you can also download a job application from the fair's website.
That was good. You got that pantomime right there.
I did.
And Hobbs Grove, speaking of jobs, they're holding interviews to those who like to work the haunt.
No.
Like if you want to be Herb or him or that guy, yes. It's happening this Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. The application fill-out process will begin, followed by auditions. And here's what you got to do to audition. You got to scream, witch cackle, a death scene, or vampire moves.
Vampire move.
Vampire moves.
Vampire move.
They suggest BYOF. That means bring your own fangs.
Oh, God.
The fall season of Hobbs Grove will be... Yes, the That's my favorite guy right there. Yes, that's what he's saying.
They should do it for like a little ghost.
What? Wait, this is Hobbs Grove. Would you just put someone in a sheet?
Yes, I would do that and just put the 2 holes. What? That's
That'd be so funny. You have all these professionally done scare people, and then you just have you in a sheet.
Well, what? Remember Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Yes, which looked better than what you're proposing right now.
We have on KSEE Midday.
If you fold under the pressure of looking for a new phone, well, don't worry. Rich Jamiro, he knows everything. Look at that.
Lawyer, but I can't afford one. I'm flat broke. We don't get paid unless you get paid. Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 661-777-5555 or visit lawbrothers.com.
The greatest season of the year with the greatest deals of the year on a new Honda at your Central Valley Honda dealers Labor Day kickoff sales event. Get Labor Day savings and get ready to kick some asphalt in a new athletic high-performance Honda that can take you from the beach to the So hustle into your Central Valley Honda dealers Labor Day kickoff event. Ask anyone who owns a Honda for the win.
Some people love adventure, and then there's Gilbert. Who knows what brought him to Table Mountain? But one thing for sure, it wasn't confidence. He looked around. What catches his eye? Blackjack. His first hand, 2 aces. So naturally, he splits them.
The book says to split them.
And guess what? Hits on both, gets paid. Hey, Gilbert, meet adventure. Another lucky day. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
With our Valley Heat, you need a whole house fan from the Whole House Fan Company Central Valley. A whole house fan brings instant comfort throughout your home, improves indoor air quality, eliminates odors, extends the life of your AC system, and can drastically slash your AC bill. Right now, the first 25 installs get up to $600 off select models. Why suffer the Valley Heat when you can call the most experienced professionals and installer at Whole House Fan Company Central Valley, making home cool and comfortable since 1982.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. And this Labor Day weekend, I'm throwing a summer send-off celebration with 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options and new everyday low prices on highly rated living rooms, best-selling bedrooms, stylish dining sets, and of course, my world-famous Bobapedic mattresses. Plus entertainment and yummy treats for the kiddos. It's gonna be great. Great indeed, Balloon Bob. So join the fun at my summer send-off celebration this Labor Day weekend in all my stores.
Now extended through August 31st. Get a rate as low as 4.89% APR on new car and truck loans. Or refinance your higher rate loan from another lender. Apply online today at myeecu.org.
Do the summertime.
Well, if you're hoping to catch a quick flight to Vegas out of Fresno, one airline says you might need to get to the airport, 3 hours early.
I mean, for this airline, you might have to do that anyway.
Yeah, it's actually very true. And due to a recent update, Allegiant Airlines says airport processing is expected to take longer than normal. Any travelers flying Allegiant must check in with the ticket counter before heading through security to get an updated boarding pass.
The airline has waived all fees for printing boarding passes. So nice of them. They have not said when they're going to be fixing this whole situation.
No, you know, this kind of relates to us. I went to Vegas, had a catastrophe with traveling, and you flew Allegiant to your location. And
I flew Allegiant to Vegas and then tried to get on another flight. And then Allegiant had so many errors that they won't compensate me for.
Oh, did you try to call them, customer service?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they got right back to me. And they said, nope. Uber raising its minimum age for most drivers in California to 25 years old. So you've got to be old enough to rent a car to drive for Uber. The company made the announcement this morning, citing rising commercial auto insurance costs in the state. The new rule applies only to rideshare drivers.
So folks under the age of 25 can still deliver food with Uber Eats. In addition, those under 25 who signed up before Wednesday are grandfathered in, and you can still drive for Uber's rideshare service. Well, that's good to know. If you're already in there, they're not going to give you the boot yet.
A new fold comes to Samsung Z because having 2 screens, they say, is better than 1. Rich DeMuro has more in TechSmart.
It's hard not to appreciate what Samsung is doing with the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Closed, it has a narrow 6.2-inch screen. Open, it's a small tablet with a 7.6-inch screen. This year, the big improvement is in the hinge. It closes shut without a gap. It does feel easier to hold and manage because of this. The hinge also feels secure at various angles. It closes shut with a reassuring snap. Still, this phone is heavier and bulkier than your typical smartphone. You'll probably also want this $100 case. The phone wobbles without it. It also holds a stylus, which is now longer, making it more comfortable to write on the screen. Cameras are mostly unchanged. The Fold 5 takes great photos on its main cameras with a wide, standard, and 3x zoom lens. There's also a selfie camera on the outside screen and one on the inside screen, but at 4 megapixels, it's best for video chatting. I love how you can take a photo and then open the screen and see it in detail. This year, apps including Netflix and YouTube are optimized for watching video in a semi-folded position. Games look and play great on the big screen. Your kid will love when you hand them this phone. There are tons of multitasking and productivity features. You'll have to learn a lot to get the most out of them. For $1,800, you're getting a phone, tablet, Kindle, notebook, and more in one device. However, the outside screen can be too cramped for routine tasks, while the inside screen might be too big for them. It's innovation that at times might leave you feeling stuck between 2 worlds.
One of my friends has this phone. I just saw him this weekend. No, but like by that hinge and the inside, there were little bubbles kind of getting up on the screen. He was like, yeah, I don't know where this came from. That kind of happens, I guess, from folding and unfolding.
Well, Rich didn't warn us about that.
Yeah, where was that, Rich? He didn't know. Hackers are targeting LinkedIn accounts. LinkedIn says once the hackers get in, they use the account to trick other users or spread harmful links. Hackers are used to reuse passwords they find online, adding an extra email address to accounts and then changing the password.
Because of the attacks, LinkedIn's response to help has been slow. It's causing some users to pay to regain their access. To protect yourself, make sure your LinkedIn account is secure by using a unique password and turn on 2-factor authentication.
Or just don't use LinkedIn.
Why? LinkedIn's fun. I mean,
coming up on KSEE Midday. Have you seen what people post on LinkedIn?
Yes, I do. Recently, it's been interesting. The latest on what we know as former President Trump is expected to surrender to a Fulton County jail later tonight.
This is the place I love. There's nowhere better than the place I'm from. Yeah, this is where my world goes round. The Central Valley is where I belong. KSEE 24 is where I go. Turn it on and it feels right. Yeah, it feels like home. I've got my local on.
I was just crossing the street when that bus failed to stop. The collision broke my leg.
If you've been in an accident and experienced a serious injury, you need an attorney that will help you get what you deserve.
BD&J got me over $9 million for my accident.
Call BD&J.
Subway, like the Subway Series menu. Buy 1 footlong in the app, get 1 free.
For free.
That's what I'm talking about. Order in the Subway app today.
The pain in my feet was excruciating. I couldn't do my regular activities. I couldn't walk my dogs. I couldn't, go to the gym without my feet hurting. I wasn't living my full life. And then all of a sudden, I just get these arch supports and I'm just able to get out of bed and do my normal activity without any pain. It changed my life drastically. And, I do have good feet, 'cause my name's Lisa and that's my good feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Are you sitting at home in pain, letting it affect your quality of life? Call Innovative Medical Center and let us help you prevent any unnecessary medications or surgeries with responsible pain management.
Since I got the treatment, I haven't experienced any more pain, something I would experience daily.
I'd say within a week, I felt so much better. My knee didn't hurt anymore. My shoulders didn't hurt anymore.
At Innovative Medical Center, we're changing lives. It's time to start living again pain-free. Call Innovative Medical Center today.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Regular pet grooming helps identify and prevent health issues. It maintains a healthy coat and skin, prevents matting, and fosters positive grooming behavior.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know. Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News Midday.
Well, welcome back. I'm Ruben Contreras for Midday Forecast. We got a few clouds out there this midday, so it's still feeling a little bit humid out there, and it is going to be hotter. Take a look at current conditions from our Valley Cam. This one outside our KSEE 24 studios in East Central Fresno. You see that cloud cover mainly over the Sierra this midday, but some of this is drifting out to the valley floor. 88 in Fresno, 85 in Visalia, 84 for Merced. It is warmer out there by a few degrees compared to this time yesterday, but I think our highs will be about the same, if not maybe just a degree warmer in some parts of the valley. But we're going to be in the 90s valley-wide by noon, and temperatures in the mid to upper 90s for most areas. Fresno at 99. We're just above the average of 96. Cooler tomorrow, back to normal, and then things do start to heat up again on Sunday. But this is a typical late August weather pattern in Central California. We'll have that 7-day forecast for you coming up in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
A Moscow court ruled today that Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich must stay in jail on espionage charges until the end of November. Gershkovich has been sitting in jail since the end of March when he was detained while on a reporting trip. The latest ruling means he faces spending at least 8 months in prison. Journalists outside the court were not allowed to witness the proceedings. Russia's Federal Security Service said Gershkovich, acting on the instructions of the American side, collected information constituting a state secret about the activities of one of the enterprises of the Russian military-industrial complex. That is the end of their statement. Gershkovich and his employer deny those allegations, and the U.S. government declared him to be wrongfully detained.
Well, hundreds of crosses now lining the fence along the Lahaina bypass in remembrance of those who were lost during these devastating wildfires. Organizers say that they will keep adding to the monument to make sure everyone will be remembered. Well, they hope that the visual display will bring some comfort along with healing to those driving in Lahaina and driving out. Well, so far, there are a total of 115 crosses, each adorned with a single flower.
The man convicted of murdering Cal Poly student Kristen Smart was attacked in a Coalinga prison. State Corrections agents say Paul Flores is in serious condition. His attorney says Flores was taken to a hospital after an attack at Pleasant Valley State Prison. The prison says they are investigating this attack. Last year, Flores was convicted of killing Kristen Smart, who disappeared in 1996. Her remains have never been found.
Well, reparations for descendants of Black American slaves are now one step closer to becoming a reality here in California. This week, the first bill calling on the state to get the ball rolling on the matter was formally introduced in the legislature. Now, the State Reparations Task Force submitted its final recommendations to a report to the governor and legislature earlier this summer. Now, it calls for the state to create an agency to be in charge of overseeing, along with administering reparations to descendants of Black American slaves. Lawmakers and the governor still need to decide what reparations will look like.
In order to implement the reparations, whatever it looks like, you need a governmental agency or some type of oversight department to do so. So that's what this bill will do. Before you can even talk about what reparations look like, you have to put the infrastructure there.
Lawmakers hope to get the proposed state agency up and running before next year. Governor Newsom says he supports reparations in principle, but needs more time to review the task force's recommendations before coming out with a policy stance.
Hey, California, take our lead. Climate bills are what we need.
Several Democratic lawmakers took to the steps of the state capitol to urge support for what they call a climate accountability package. They hope the legislature will support Senate Bill 261, which would require companies that take in more than $500 million in revenue per year to provide climate-related financial risk reports. And 253, that would require companies and corporations who earn more than $1 billion every year to publicly disclose their emissions.
We are committed to strong climate action. We have a moral responsibility, all of us, government, corporate America, everyone, to be part of the solution.
Some large business groups are against those bills. They argue it could be repetitive, noting similar environmental reporting requirements that already exist at the federal level. Now to the ongoing legal drama surrounding Donald Trump. The former president is expected to turn himself into an Atlanta jail sometime today. Well, he will face racketeering and conspiracy charges for his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Blaine Alexander has more.
Facing legal battles on 4 different fronts, this morning, former President Trump is defiantly blasting them all.
I got indicted 4 times. All trivia, nonsense. It's all. It's horrible when you look and you look at what they're doing.
Speaking with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson in a pre-taped interview released on social media, Trump slammed his latest criminal indictment in Georgia and the district attorney who charged him with allegedly trying to overturn the state's 2020 presidential election.
Basically, she's saying Trump doesn't have the right to criticize an election.
Trump and Carlson also discussed the aftermath of the election and January 6th, with Carlson asking this.
So do you think it's possible that there's open conflict? We seem to be moving towards something.
I don't know. There's a level of passion that I've never seen. There's a level of hatred that I've never seen, and that's probably a bad combination.
The interview aired just hours before the one-time reality TV star will hold a primetime surrender, traveling to Atlanta to be booked and processed at the Fulton County Jail later tonight. It comes as lawyers for Trump's co-defendants negotiated their bond.
Sir, can you tell us anything about your conversations in the DA's office today?
I cannot.
At least 9 of the 18 other defendants have already surrendered and been released, including Rudy Giuliani.
I am being indicted because I'm a lawyer.
As he left the jail, Giuliani told reporters he spoke with the former president before turning himself in.
I wish him well. I have every confidence in him. What they are doing to him is an assault on the American Constitution.
And that was Blaine Alexander reporting there. Well, Grammy Award-winning singer Lizzo plans to file a countersuit against her former backup dancers. Well, Lizzo's attorney says she allegedly has evidence that shows the Dangers claims are false. 3 women in total filed a lawsuit earlier this month, accusing the singer of sexual harassment in a hostile work environment. Well, they claim they were weight-shamed and physically threatened while on tour. Lizzo denying all these allegations.
From the trenches, we moved on to the finer things. Now you don't went from H&M to a designer fee.
Rapper Polo G was taken away in handcuffs as the LAPD raided his Chatsworth mansion yesterday. The rapper, whose real name is Taurus Tremonti Barlett, was one of 4 suspects who were taken into custody. None have been charged so far. The reason for the raid as of now is unclear, but the rapper's attorney says his client has been wrongfully detained. Before police moved in on Polo G's brother posted a video to Instagram showing police officers waiting outside. That was the video you just saw there. A rep for the rapper says they are hopeful the LAPD will handle the matter with tact and transparency. We are getting a look at security video of 2 flash mobs that targeted a Nordstrom Rack store in Riverside. Well, in the past 2 months, 2 different groups targeted the store in Canyon Springs Shopping Center. They got away with several $1,000s worth of designer handbags. Thieves, I should say, occurred on July 10th and August 14th. And law enforcement in Los Angeles County have since announced a task force aimed at stopping the rising number of flash mob-style thefts in Southern California.
Brian Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students last November, has waived his right to a speedy trial. During Kohberger's status hearing held on Wednesday, he waived his right to a speedy trial, delaying the original trial start date. He is facing the death penalty and was set to start his trial October 2nd. However, Kohberger's attorney told the judge that she does not think that his case will be ready by the initial trial date. A new trial date can be scheduled during Kohberger's September 1st hearing. Kohberger has pled not guilty to stabbing Kaylee Goncalves, Zaina Kernold, Madison Mogan, and Ethan Chapin to death at their apartment on Kings Road.
Well, sharks are starting to get a little too close for comfort in San Mateo County. It's now forcing the sheriff's office to send out warnings to swimmers out there. Kayaker had a very close encounter with a shark that was behaving aggressively towards them near Pebble Beach at Bean Hollow State Park. A sign at the beach warns people not to enter the water.
2 sea lions have now found their way back to Big Old Blue after being nursed back to health at the Marine Mammal Center in San Pedro. Sophie and Gracie Pearl were reportedly 2 of the sickest animals rescued this summer due to algae blooms. Thousands of sea lions were reportedly sickened and left near death from this. I will say, though, this is not, I don't think this is good.
Why?
We just saw that there's sharks out there.
We did.
And then we release these poor, sickly sea lions into shark-infested waters.
I mean, but maybe they'll be okay to watch after themselves and know.
No, they already
there's
have
a shark.
problems.
We need
They already
to
have problems.
swim the other way. Animals are very smart.
They're
know.
toast. Well, actually, they're lunch.
Coming up on KSEE Midday.
I feel bad for them. I don't know why we let them go. You saw all the signs for sharks.
I don't know.
We had the pleasure of doing an interview with a former contestant on The Voice and current country music singer Sadie Bass. She will be here in Fresno performing. And we're going to tell you what if the people of Fresno want to adopt Shrek as being from Fresno.
Start your day with KSEE 24 to get all the local news that matters on KSEE Sunrise.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is your last chance to save big on summer's top styles with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop Labor Day Hot Buys, all just $5.98 each. And featured finds starting at only $17 per month or $9.99.99. Only at Ashley.
I got hurt by a speeding driver, and I've got a lot of medical bills. But I can't afford to hire a lawyer. I'm broke as a joke.
We don't get paid unless you get paid. I mean, not one penny out of your pocket, and we'll get started on your injury case right now.
I called the Law Brothers after my accident, and they got me $140,000. I got plenty of money now.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 661-777-5555 or visit lawbrothers.com.
My active psoriatic arthritis can make me feel like I'm losing my rhythm. With Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm getting into my groove. Along with significantly clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Skyrizi attaches to and reduces a source of excess inflammation that can lead to skin and joint symptoms. With Skyrizi, 90% clearer skin and less joint pain are possible.
Or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Now's the time to ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress celebration is going on now. Right now, you can save $1,000 on select mattresses. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
Have you ever seen the Drew Barrymore show?
I like it.
I love to have fun. I love to be silly.
This is the best chat show ever.
The Drew Barrymore Show, today at 2 on KC24. KC24 News is brought to you in part by Fresno Unified School District. Now, forecaster Ruben Contreras with your local weather authority forecast.
And temperatures are warming up this midday. We're getting close to the 90s in the Central Valley, 88 degrees in Fresno. We have 70s along the coast where the marine layer is pretty much gone already, so that's a sign things are heating up for everyone today. Upper 90s in Palm Springs and mid 80s for Las Vegas, seeing a little bit of cloud cover. Those areas might see a few showers and thunderstorms, including our local mountains. We're not expecting anything in the valley floor, but we're seeing some of that cloud cover already this midday. 89 in Madera, 85 in Visalia, and 88 for Hanford this midday. Compared to 24 hours ago, it is warmer out there, about 2 to 5 degrees warmer compared to this time yesterday. Also warmer in the foothills and the Sierra, but there's some cool air from the coast. It's going to take its time moving in. It's not going to impact our temperatures until tomorrow, but it just kind of stalls temperatures from warming up extremely for today. We're cutting it kind of close at the triple digits, and the humidity levels are starting to calm down. Of course, with Hillary last week into the weekend, dew points were in the upper 60s, even the lower 70s, but a few spots right around 60 degrees for today. Even Merced in the upper 50s, so that's more comfortable for our standards in Central California. Live look from our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mount Casino this midday. This one at Block Construction, Northwest Fresno. We're looking to the east. You see that cloud cover mainly over the Sierra, but this cloud cover is drifting out to the valley floor. Same deal for the high Sierra. You're seeing that cloud cover at Hume Lake. Live picture from the Christian Camp's webcam up there in the mountains of Fresno County. Then obviously you're seeing that in Yosemite to the north. This is Ahwahnee Meadow. Yosemite Conservancy's live webcam up there in the mountains of the national park. So high pressure out into the Four Corners region and Texas, expanding towards California, not necessarily parking itself over California. If that were the case, we would easily be in the triple digits or even dealing with an extreme heat. But we keep getting these troughs digging into the Pacific Northwest, kind of keeping the ridge away from us just a little bit, and then a trough will dig in tomorrow. So for the next few days, even though we're going to warm up today, we're actually pretty close to average, which is 96 for this time of year. Most of the valley in the upper 90s, and of course that cloud cover will increase for the mountains throughout the day, and there's the possibility of an isolated shower storm at the highest terrain. We're not expecting anything in the valley floor. We're just going to continue to see some cloud cover from time to time. But tomorrow, though, the marine layer returns to the coast, and that's cool air that's going to help us with our temperatures tomorrow into Saturday. And then that drier flow of air will bring us plenty of sunshine, even for the Sierra. So the threat of thunderstorms dies down into the weekend. 99 today, average is 96, and today's record 112, set back in 1891. South Valley temperatures for today, 96 in Pixley, 96 in Tulare, 98 in Hanford. A few spots on the west side of the valley in the triple digits, 100 in Huron. 5 points San Joaquin, 99 in Madera, 98 in Chowchilla. Even the foothills today, Albury, Oakhurst, Mariposa, low 90s, and then mid to upper 80s inside Yosemite Valley. Tonight, temperatures in the low to mid 60s, kind of cool out there because of clear skies, and that cool air from the coast will sneak in overnight. So that's going to help us out for temperatures. It'll feel much more comfortable out there. Foothills and the Sierra will be in the 50s, maybe even the upper 40s at the highest terrain of our mountain communities. Of course, when things heat up, air quality tends to get worse, so it's moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups across the Central Valley. And the 7-day forecast shows we're going to be right around 102. Cool off a little bit tomorrow, same deal on Saturday, and then cutting it closer once again with the triple digits Sunday through Tuesday. You can always check out your regional forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com. For now, we'll send it back to you.
But nothing's good until you wear it out, rough it up, break it or see where it's been and let it in, feel the fade and wash off the new. Yeah.
Country music artist Sadie Bass is performing tonight at Club One Casino in Fresno. It's all part of the Casino Patio concert series.
And joining us right now live to talk about her performance is Sadie. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. I'm so excited to come back to California.
Okay, so why should our viewers be excited to come out and see you?
Well, the last couple times I've come, my first time, by the way, I came and we sold out like 3 shows. I'd never played there. I was so scared. And I just think everyone in California, I think, loves the songs that I sing, and they belted it out every single time I've come. So I'm just excited. And the weather's so good.
The weather is good. You know, I wanted to ask you, you did such an amazing job on The Voice. How has the transition been for you after that and to now, to this point?
It has been honestly easier. I think a lot of my friends and family, they saw me go on The Voice, and I think it just stirred up a lot of like motivation for everyone to kind of help me. And I've launched a tour, and I've been on the road since March, so that's 6 months, and I've got 8 total this year. So it's been busy, but it's been really, really cool.
What is the craziest thing that you see happen at one of your shows? Be it from you, a fan?
I don't know. I have a lot of interesting fans. I like to say, like, I don't think anyone's better than anyone, and I like to treat everyone as a 10, but I will say there are some interesting characters out there in the world, dude, and they come up and say all sorts of things, want certain things signed, or have interesting gifts. So I've seen it all.
Great question, Brody.
Certain things signed and interesting gifts. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, what's interesting, Sadie, is, you know, before you came on, you know, I may not have been blasting you on Spotify in the newsroom, but I want to hear about some of your new music that's released.
Well, I just put out Wake and Bake this summer. I was thinking that having a boat song would maybe help me get, you know, in the lane, like, because there's not as many options as there is all normal songs. So I put out Wake and Bake. I tell kids it's about baking in the sun, tanning. And then before that, I put out Oh Sun. And then Holy Ground has been a really, really big one. That's just about where I'm from. And that one has been really relatable so far.
Okay, so just so everyone knows, Wake and Bake, it's about getting up and being out on a boat in the sun. It's not about, you know, waking up and making some muffins or the other Wake and Bake.
Yeah.
So Sadie, what can people expect from your show tonight at Club One Casino?
I'm going to come play covers. I'm going to play originals. I'm going to do requests at the very end. Anything you guys want. I want to hear you sing along. We're going to have a good time, and a lot of stories and drinks will be had.
All right, again, you can watch Sadie Bass perform this evening at Club One Casino in Fresno. It is a free event. It's on the patio. It starts at 6 p.m. You must be 21, though, to enter the casino. Sadie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Sadie.
Thank you so much for having me. Can't wait to see you guys.
We're back on the other side of the break, everyone. Stick with us.
Tonight at 6 on KSEE 24. Join me as I take you on a tour of the people and places that made history right here in our backyard. This week, a community named for a popular snack on the map.
Brought to you by the Fresno County Historical Society. United Health Centers has partnered with Kings County Public Health to offer you and your family COVID-19 testing, vaccines, and antiviral medication treatments. Our team of healthcare professionals are ready to provide you with quality healthcare at our Corcoran, Lemoore, and Hanford Health Centers. Protect your family and stay healthy. Call us today at 1-800-492-4227. 1-800-492-4227. United Health Centers. Wellness for a lifetime.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Skyrizi is the first and only IL-23 inhibitor for Crohn's that can deliver both clinical remission and endoscopic improvement. The majority of people on Skyrizi achieve long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
With our Valley heat, you need a whole house fan from the Whole House Fan Company, Central Valley. A whole house fan brings instant comfort throughout your home, improves indoor air quality, eliminates odors, extends the life of your AC system, and can drastically slash your AC bill. Right now, the first 25 installs get up to $600 off select models. Why suffer the Valley heat when you can call the most experienced professionals and installer at Whole House Fan Company, Central Valley, making home cool and comfortable since 1982.
Enrollment is now open. Homeschool offers a flexible schedule to meet your family's needs. In Kingsburg Elementary Charter School District, we offer everything you need to participate in the successful education of your child. Credentialed teachers, multiple curriculum options, ballet, piano, Spanish and ASL lessons, science and math support classes, monthly field trips, STEAM kit opportunities, and more. There's even 24-hour online student support from a professional tutor. At Central Valley Homeschool, we find a way for all students to learn.
Scan our code today and get a firm offer on your vehicle at FresnoLexus.com.
This is KC24 News Midday.
Well, seeing athletes collapsed on the floor after competing, not unusual. But how about down on one knee? Well, a surprise marriage proposal took place by the finish line of a 35 km race walk final today. When Slovakia's Dominik Cerny had completed his race at the World Athletics Championships, he waited until fellow Slovakian athlete Hanna Berzolova had crossed the line in the women's race before getting down on one knee. Aww.
Wow. In the race, Berzolova finished 28th in the women's competition with the season's best performance, while Cerny came in 19th, also a personal best.
Oh, congratulations.
Personal best decision.
And also
to put a ring on it right there at the end.
Nice and sweaty. The results everyone's
right on.
been waiting for.
Ah, yes.
I've been waiting for this since yesterday.
How has Fresno responded to the idea of bringing in Shrek as one of our own? Shrek the Fresnan.
These pictures, I don't know. As of now, the poll is in its final hours, so you do have a little bit more time to vote if you want to.
But for those who have chimed in so far, those who want to adopt Shrek, 79%. Big turnout here. Those who want to leave him in fairy tale land, 21%. So very nice thing.
I kind of like these results. It's interesting that folks actually want to claim Shrek here.
As a Fresno outsider, I have found Fresno in the Central Valley to be very welcoming to outsiders, so I feel like Shrek would be no different.
Would he bring Donkey, though?
I want him to bring Donkey.
Yeah.
Although we may put him to work.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of plowing the fields and eating grass out there, he would be in the right place. So I think they would fit in here.
I always like, everyone laughs at me, little gingerbread man from that movie.
You just bake some. Just bake some, you're good.
Not today, though.
Yeah, you're not baking outside either today.
No, yeah. I mean, it's hot, but it's not that baking heat we had, a couple weeks ago, highs of, 109, 110. Upper 90s today, a few clouds out there, not expecting any rain, maybe a shower or storm in the Sierra, but after that, we cool off a little bit. This is normal August heat for Central California through next Wednesday.
I find mentally it's different when I don't see 3 digits on there. I know it's 1 degree.
It's weird. I have to keep double checking things, actually, so yeah, it's a little weird.
I will definitely take my double digits. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.
KC24 is your local weather authority, always the most accurate. And now the Chuck Chansey Getaway Forecast gives exclusive regional information for your week.